Or.
Well, absolutely. So once you have everything lined up,
5:29.
and say it was something technical. Can't think you did a move.
Be all set.
One of those people that did well, they can believe it. So.
I am bringing this regular town council meeting to order. Today is Thursday, August 28th. Madam Clerk, can I have a roll call, please?
You may, Councilor Bragdon.
Present.
Chair Danforth.
Here.
Councilor Dume.
Here.
Councilor Higgins.
Here.
Councilor Mackin.
Here.
Councilor McLaughlin. Here. And Councilor Pelletier.
Here.
Very good. Would you please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we do have adjustments to the agenda. We have additions of the orders number 192 through 194, 2025. And we have the 8/26 special meeting minutes. I am seeking approval of the minutes from August 14th, 2025 regular meeting and August 26th, 2025 special executive session. Motion made by Councilor Dume, seconded by Councilor Bragdon. All those in favor, or is there any comment on those? Any comment on those? All those in favor of meeting minutes? And we're all here. Those are no roll call. So that passed 7-0.
No comments.
No. So there's no special presentations. That will take us right into the manager's report. Mr. Manager.
Madam Chair. Lots of information back into my report that was submitted. It's available in the packet and online. Happy to expand on anything, any questions that people would love me to.
So are there any counselors that would like to comment on the manager's report? Councilor Pelletier?
I'd like to thank the manager for complete and concise report. Thank you.
Your microphone on?
I know, I'm not sure.
No, that was just for you. So,
Okay,
It's on.
good. It's on. It's on.
oh, it's on, sorry.
It's Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Councilor Higgins.
Yes, thank you. I just want to say good news on working on that revision to the cannabis order. I know we've had people up here in the audience and that were showing some interest in. So we needed to get that update in. We appreciate it. And thank you very much. One thing off the list.
Any other counselors? Yeah, Councilor Bragdon?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I know we talked about it being. It's not a public place. That has been spent.
We've discussed it without a solid plan like but yes. What?
Everyone's having a hard time hearing. It's not projecting.
Huh?
And
Please.
critique as well.
More volume, please.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
I asked about the lights of the war monument in the Facebook. Got comments that were made asking if there's anything about it.
Yeah, so Karen, Laughlin, and they have chatted about it quite a bit. Ryan and I have chatted about it briefly. They're gonna take a look and see what creative way they can approach a fix to that. There's also, beyond the lights, Karen has been in communication with the Sons of the American Legion riders. And the riders themselves who are actually gathering the materials and building new flower boxes to replace the ones that are there currently that she's been maintaining flowers in. So between the lights and those new flower boxes, hopefully in the next few weeks we'll be able to get a fix over there. it's always. It's always a challenge to fit in. The additional really good stuff. On top of the workload that's hard to keep up with itself, so. That public works group really does. A good job in trying to add in those things, just don't know exactly when that's going to happen.
Any other council comment? Council Pelletier?
Just a note on that monument we're talking about up here, Veterans Monument. By the time they get the little projects done with it, you won't be able to read half of the names on the original. They're starting to wear right now. Whether it's weather or whether it's not chiseled, and I was looking for some names and some of them you can't even make out anymore.
Any other council comment? I'll just make mention, of the cannabis ordinance revision. We are going to be having public hearings starting our next meeting, September 11th. We'll have 2 public hearings. And so you'll see the updated, ordinance in your, but we'll have copies for you to look at. So we'll have a couple of weeks to look at before we have public discussion. Be watching for that. And the other thing that I just made note of, wastewater treatment, finally, the main pump station is close to completion, is looking very good. So I noted that, and you'll see, when we do warrants later, that there's a large payment out for that. So that's good that that project is coming to completion. Much needed infrastructure for our town. Yeah, as we know. Any public comment on the manager's report? All right, seeing none, we'll move along. Thank you, Mr. Manager, for your report. Councilor Pelletier, can I have you read order number 184?
Order number 184. That's 2025. Providing for execution of the prior fiscal year town warrant for August 28, 2025. It is ordered that the prior fiscal year town warrant for August 28, 2025 in the amount of $608.99 hereby approved.
A motion made by Councilor Pelletier, seconded by Councilor Bragdon. You have heavy hitters on that one?
No,
It's very small. I know, I'm just, after I said that, it's, oh, let's go to the other end of the spectrum. You have a $9.99 one. Good. Any council comment on this order? No, any public comment on the order? If being none, back to the council for a vote on order number 184. All those in favor? That passes 7-0. Council Pelletier, can I have you read the next one as well?
yeah. Order 185-2025, providing for execution of prior fiscal year wastewater warrant for August 28, 2025. It is ordered that the prior fiscal year wastewater warrant for August 28, 2025 in the amount of $14,406.40 is hereby approved.
Motion made by Council Pelletier, seconded by Councilor Bragdon. Would you like to say anything about that amount?
Yes, I would. There's only one item on
Yeah.
here, 14,000, and it is for the main pump station upgrade.
Very good.
Hopefully the last payment.
Any other council comment on the order? To the public, any public comment? Seeing none, back to the council for a vote on order number 185. All those in favor? And that motion passes 7-0. Councilor Bragdon, can I have you read the order 186, please?
Order number 186-2025, providing for execution of the town warrant for August 28th, 2025. It is ordered that the town warrant for August 28th, 2025 in the amount of $476,209.30 by third.
Motion made by Councilor Bragdon, seconded by Councilor McLaughlin. Any heavy hitters to share?
$5,105.66 municipal waste solutions, the skipping fees. $5,633.35 and salt co, that's salt. $413,085.81. Offset treasurer, that's taxes. $5,260 to RHR Smith and Company for the audit. $33,263.80 to Steve and Mayor Engineering Incorporated. That's for the brownfield. But yeah, and then that's it.
May I have council comment on this order? Any public comment on the order? Seeing none, back to the council, vote on order 186. All those in favor? And that passes 7-0. Councilor Brandon, can I have you read order 187?
187-2025, providing for execution of a wastewater warrant for August 28th, 2025. It is ordered that the wastewater warrant for August 28th, 2025, in the amount of $762,574.34 is hereby approved.
Motion made by Councilor Bragdon, seconded by Councilor Dume.
$136,809.68 to the municipal bond bank for bond. $612,597.05 to Team Belt Construction. That is the pump station upgrade. And then $10,350.46 to Rexton Power for that.
Any other council comment on the order? Any public comment? Back to the council for vote on order number 187. All those in favor? That passes 7-0. Councilor Mackin, can I have you read order number 188, please?
Order number 188-2025, providing for approval of reappointment to Planning Board M. Anderson. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves the reappointment of Michelle Anderson to the Planning Board for a 3-year term to expire September 2028. Note, this board maintains full commitment with approval of reappointment.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor Mackin, seconded by Councilor Higgins. Any council comment on the order? Councilor Bragdon.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As always, thank you for your commitment to the planning board. I know there's a couple of committees that we're still looking for people, and so to have this committee lift it forward with this reappointment is fantastic. So thank you.
Any public comment on the order? Seeing none, back to the council for a vote on order number 188. All those in favor? Passes 7-0. Thank you. Councilor Higgins, can I have you read order 189, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Order 189-2025, providing for adoption of investment policy. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves and adopts the attached policy titled Town of Millinocket Investment Policy. Second.
The tie over here, Councilor motion made by Councilor Higgins, seconded by Councilor Bragdon. Council comment on the order. Mr. Manager, I'll have you comment on the order, please. Think how this adoption of our investment policy.
Yeah, as we went through the FY26 budget process, we had identified and learned about more modern guaranteed short-term investments that are offered through Androscoggin Bank, which is a main bank that has a very well-run and well-adjusted municipal banking program. In fact, when it came time to staff the municipal banking department, they went after a 20-year veteran in the town management field to hire and learn where they can fill gaps that other traditional banks were failing to meet the needs of municipalities. So this policy is much more broad than we intend to use in the near term. But it was developed in partnership with representatives from their bank, with other towns throughout the state, and with other legal reviews from those towns throughout the state. It took very little adaptation to make it fit our town. But our intention, as we discussed throughout the budget process, is to make use of a program called CDAR. It's an acronym, and it's very similar to traditional CDs, but it's you know, manufactured a little different to meet municipal government guidelines. You know, for example, right now, we can put, you know, let's say $1 million of signed funds into this, into one of these CDARs for 6 months and make about $22,000 in revenue at the interest rate that it currently is. So Ben and I will be looking at, you know, our total balance in there and what we need for, you know, through the year and what we can set aside for 3 to 6 months at a time. We'll be doing that for a while to bring in some additional revenue in the tens of thousands of dollar range in the beginning, but we think it's a really good solid plan to start increasing revenue and be a little wiser about how we plan to feed the unassigned fund balance to make up for when we disperse money from it.
No, I appreciate you giving some of that history and background. I read through it and I could understand it, so I appreciate it. Didn't have all kinds of like legalese or something I couldn't understand, and it protects the town. It doesn't put us at risk. So I think it's,
And it also, you know, if say there's, you know, say there's substantial amount of money tied up for 6 months. This program allows us to withdraw that money back out without penalty during that time. Yes, it would affect the amount of interest that would accrue during the full period, but there's no harm for, you know, if we need the money, we can use the money. That's one of the most attractive pieces of it.
thank you. Any other council comment? Any public comment on this order? Great, seeing none, back to the council for a vote on order 189. All those in favor? All in favor, that passes 7-0. Thank you. Councilor Dume, may I have you read order 190, please?
Absolutely, Madam Chair. Order number 190 2025, providing for award of 143 Medway Road demo bid. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council, at the recommendation of the town manager, awards this bid to Emery Lee and Sons, Inc. at their proposed price of $41,000. It is further ordered that the funding for this work be allocated from the unassigned fund balance. Bids received, Emery Lee and Sons, Inc., $41,000. Lakeside, $46,000.
Motion made by Councilor Dume, seconded by Bragg. Council comment on the order?
Thank you. So me and Peter met today to talk about this a little bit, and Peter brought up a great point. So I did some research and reached out to Emery Lee. But we did another property demolition on Aroostook Ave that Emery Lee and Son did that was way bigger than this property. And it came in at around $25,000. So me and Peter were talking back and forth and we're like, well, why is this building so much smaller but so much more expensive? So I reached out to Emery Lee and Sons and had a conversation with Jim today. And Jim said that there's rules have changed at Juniper Ridge. And he is actively working on trying to see if he can get Juniper Ridge to make an agreement with him to offload everything at the same time in one trailer. If the answer is no, the $41,000 stands because they have to take care of the asbestos a certain way and the abatement's so much more expensive. But if they say yes, he said he can knock probably the whole abatement cost off, which would be about $20,000 savings. So he's actively working on that for us. And then me and Peter are going to meet, and I'm also going to try to reach out to Juniper Ridge and work with Emery Lee and Sons to try to get that as a savings for us. It's a slim chance, but you know, any chance is good. So if that does happen, there is a chance that the $41,000 may be cheaper.
Any other council comment? Mr. Manager, you know my next question.
I'll wait till you ask that. We're good. So the surprising thing with this is, you know, all these demos we're finding to be different. This is, you know, I'm proud to say the third one in
9 months that we've had success in being able to demo and clean up the property. And like Matt said, it is, almost double from what our first one was. And, the rules continue to change with, where where the debris is offloaded. And the interesting thing is that with this property, hazardous materials report came back at 1% or less, and it was recommended that the demo and abatement be done at the same time by the same job. And just the one we did in December required $3,000 of separate additional abatement work to be done before the demo could happen. And it's just, it's amazing how that world continues to ebb and flow with rates and prices and costs and rules of discarding the material. So, we can expect that. Your next
My
question,
next
Counselor?
question, so I appreciate both of you the updates on that. Yes, I would like to know the current. I know it's healthy.
Oh, it's been an ongoing topic. We, as mentioned previously, it will continue to be reported on a quarterly basis, and now will be included on every order that gets. So not only will you get it on every 3 months, you will also get it on every order. So you will hear about fund balance order or balance more often than anyone would ever need to, and keep everybody involved.
Thank you.
And informed. So good news is we've finally got our annual federal audit draft report back at the end of last week. And as I say regularly, our math is done very conservatively, and we track just disbursements from it. We don't internally at the administrative level track additions to it. So where our math was showing 3.3 thousand,
Billion.
3.3 million currently. We had a final official number from the end of FY 24 to begin our math and subtractions again. So now our approximate balance is refreshed at $3,716,492 in the unassigned fund balance. And if this is approved, the new balance would be approximately $3,675,492.
Any other council comment on the order? Any public? Seeing none, back to council for a vote on order number 190. All those in favor? Passes 7-0. Councilor McGuire, and I have you. Order 191.
Order number 191-2025, providing for approval of certain street and parking lot closures, trails and festival. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council authorizes street and parking lot closures listed below regarding the 2025 Trails End Festival. Veterans Park Bandstand Parking Lot, I think that's supposed to say. Friday, September 12th at 6 a.m. through Sundays, September 14th at 6 p.m. Poplar Street from Penobscot Avenue to Haddon Avenue, Friday, the September 12th at 6 a.m. Sunday, September 14th at 6 p.m. Penobscot Avenue Municipal Parking Lot, Saturday, September 13th from 8 a.m.
Second.
Motion made by Councilor McGowan, seconded by Councilor Higgins. Any council comment on the order? Any public comment?
Chair.
Sorry, I didn't look. I'm sorry, to my right, Councilor May.
Thank you. I've noticed, and it's not particular to this order, but I can talk about it on this order. There's a spot in front of that fire hydrant down there that people seem to be parking in front of quite a bit. I notice on Friday nights, it's the same one or two people. Some of them are not even having the excuse of being disabled or anything, so hopefully that's something that can be addressed when we close these lots down and find people parking in front of the fire hydrants. That's all I wanted to address.
Any other comment? Public? Talk to the council for a vote on order 191. All those. Councilor Bragdon, have you read order number 190?
Number 192-2025, providing for approval of a special liquor license application for Millinocket Elks Lodge number 1521. It is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council approves the attached application for special liquor license is hereby approved for Millinocket Elks Lodge number 1521, business address 213 Aroostook Avenue, Millinocket, doing business as Millinocket Elks Lodge number 1521, 213 Aroostook Ave, Millinocket.
Motion made by Councilor Bragdon. Colin. Council comment on here? Oh, yes, Madam Clerk.
Yes, thank you. If anybody was interested to see what the special liquor license was for, it's for them to cater and host a beer tent on the closed street on Poplar during the festival, the Trails End Festival. So it's an event that we've tried to get quite a few months, and it just randomly happened. So we're excited to see it.
Thank you for that. Information. Mr. Manager, do you have that I missed?
Yes,
Would you like-
I just wanted to add that, you know, during this process and the last few days, Diana and I have learned that through the state liquor inspector, that the common practice for these secondary licenses throughout the state is that they are, when they're tied to a permanent liquor license or a longer term liquor license from an established business or organization, generally the administrative staff has the authority to approve these one-off event type, catering type licenses. So we plan to figure out what they've done to establish that, and then in order to speed up the process and make it easier for everybody involved, we'll be addressing that. And if it takes council action, we will likely be presenting an order in the near future to consider. Much kind of similar to the process of how we do park use permits, like it, references their, existing credentials with their business. And then, the clerk would sign it, I would sign it, and the health and safety officer would sign it. All three of us review it. Something we can do in one day at the administrative level rather than waiting for a council.
If I made it further on that,
Yes.
these special request applications are not submitted electronically now. They're not sent out unless if they're fully approved already through the state. So for instance, if there's a catering that is needed to happen tomorrow and there wasn't a council meeting, then unfortunately that event wouldn't be able to take place. So a lot of municipalities have made those changes within the administration for people.
It's or that. Councilor, okay?
Thank you. Can I either have the clerk or the manager give me a reiteration or clarification of those? Thank you.
You know how I love to clarify, but I will not reiterate or clarify as requested, but thank you. But to reiterate, I will not be clarifying.
Or any other council comment? We'll take it to the public. Then I'm sort of- Seeing none, back to the council for vote on order number 192. All those in favor? We are on to order 193. Councilor Pelletier, you have that in front of you.
Yes.
Timing.
Order 193-2025, providing for authorization to establish investment with Androscoggin Bank. Whereas it is in the interest of the town council and town administration to establish guaranteed short-term investments to increase revenue, it is ordered that the Millinocket Town Council authorizes the town manager and town treasurer to invest in an investment relationship and accounts with Androscoggin Bank.
Second. Motion made by Councilor Pelletier, seconded by Councilor McCollum. Council comment on. Yes, Councilor Pelletier.
Yeah, I'm just curious, how much research has been done in maybe other financial institutions or even national investment firms providing the very same service? If any of that's been done.
Very little. It's a pretty specialized program that, you know, from a local main bank that has a lot of great strong clientele for many, many years here in, the state. So, you know, we're looking for the, guarantee rather than the fluctuation of markets.
My thinking on the issue is that what is offered locally through investment firms out of Bangor and or banks can be attained with like Fidelity and or some large investment firms. Perfectly safe with all the same caveats and programs you're looking at.
You know, I'm sure that's true. I think when we look at, you know, private money opposed to public money,
Firms do public
much different.
management as well. They do municipal action.
Okay, I would love to have you come visit me and educate me on that.
Well, I'll have them educate. Call Fidelity.
Sure. Let's do it.
So I guess in just hearing the conversation, my question on this, if we pass this, this doesn't mean we can't enter into a relationship with another institution, or do we just,
No.
or is it just one?
No, we can pass
Time you want.
six different financial institutions next week if you want to. This is a plan that we've been discussing since last winter, so, you know, I think in a professional and administrative level, it would have been appreciated to, you know, throw that in along the process of the last 6 to 8 months, rather than when the order is on the table. But I appreciate your input.
There again, I'm not against this particular, but there's gotta be a charge from the bank for doing it. They don't do anything for nothing. Nobody does.
So at the 4.25%, client receives, the actual percentage is higher than that. And the difference in the original percent to what the client receives is what
Sure.
the bank receives for their.
You just get a cut, that's right. But I just think, you know, we should look into other options and see what the differences are.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Any other council? comment? Any public comment? To the council for vote on order 193. All those in favor? We have one more. Councilor Mackin, can I have you read order number 194, please?
Order 194 325. Heading for Cemetery City, Brad. You're just calling our town council. Equipment, Deborah Wagner, Cemetery Committee for third. So this would mean commitment to,
Second.
A motion made by Councilor Mack, and seconded by Councilor Hughes.
Same thing as before. Thank you for opting in to do this. Again, there's several committees that struggle to stay full, so thank you.
Councilor Duffy.
To piggyback on that, Council Bragdon, I do think that this council should show full support of this order. Thank you, Council American.
Any other council comment? Manager comment?
I'm not on the council, but I am very grateful that Counselor Dume was able to circle back and allow for a piggyback comment to be made. But if you'd like me to really reiterate, I'm very grateful and I hope that, I hope that you do support.
In summary, I'm going to the public now. Is there any public comment on this order 194? My goodness. Yeah, so all those in favor, back to the council for a vote on order 194. All those in favor?
Jesse.
Here. That takes us into reports and communications, warrant committee for September 11th. That's our next meeting. It will be myself and Councilor Dume. Okay.
Amen.
Chair reports, I will just say that the next age-friendly meeting is September 9th. I'll get that agenda out and posted. Other than that, no other chair comments, and that takes us into, what's my next public? My next piece of paper. So that takes us into public comment, right? Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Can we clarify?
No, we're almost done. Any public comment today, please come to the mushroom. Yeah.
Jeff Campbell, Airport Manager. I'd like to thank the manager and everybody that helped today for the barbecue lunch put on at the. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
A nice event. Nice use of the,
Nice venue.
it was a nice venue for the town barbecue. Any other public comment? Being none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So.
So a motion made by Councilor Pelletier, seconded by Councilor Dume. Any council comment on the order? Seeing none, we're gonna go back to a vote. All those in favor of adjournment? How many hands are in the air for adjournment? We have 6. All those in favor, against? Motion passes 6-1. We are adjourned at 6:07 PM.